Hello everyone, I'm Mithra. Welcome to the settlement event after the Gorm. This is the settlement event before the Butcher fight. And as I mentioned at the end of the last video, I don't know exactly if we're in the best position for Butcher. But I've thought of some things to help us in that regard with the Butcher, but we're not in the best situation. So, before we get started, I made a mistake with the Gorm trap, but not only that, I made a mistake one situation with threat. The Gorm needed to turn away from turn away from threats, and then move away from threats. So with the Gorm trap, I think I actually did this season 1 too. It says full move towards the attacker full towards the attacker, and if you stop adjacent, then you headbutt them. For some reason, whenever I read that, because it says full move and if, I always treat it as like the antelope, because, if means there's a possibility that you wouldn't stop after full moving. But you don't actually full move. It should just say move towards the attacker if you stop adjacent. It's the same thing like when you read like a basic attack, it says move and attack. You don't necessarily need to do the full move. I get why it's there. It's there in case you trigger at range or something with a ranged weapon, or you trigger with a Founding Stone from really far away, then you would full move. And if, meaning there is a possibility you wouldn't make it there with your full movement. It's just worded superfluously, because move and attack means you full move, and if you make it there, you attack. Like, that's what move and attack means. It means you use all the movement you can, and you move the necessary amount of things to get you adjacent. So the trap should just read move and attack. It's just superfluous. The full move is just superfluous. So whenever I read that, I just accidentally play it just like you would with the antelope, where it does tell you to full move in this direction. Any survivors run over because it has trample and stuff like that. So that's a mistake. But the more effective mistake was when there was a moment in which Bill was knocked down and the Gorm was going to run away, and I had him run up the board away from everybody. But at that time, Bill wasn't a threat, so it should have actually run over Bill and past him to the other board edge. Now, there's no real way I can remedy this, because it takes place near the end of the fight for one, but there's still rounds after that, and I can't go back and play out all the rounds. It's really hard to remedy that, so I can't redo it. It would be pretty much redoing the end of the fight, because I would have to just, move a couple distance past my turn because I wasn't able to get near him. Then, then it would go again, move it. And at that time, it only had 2 basic actions. It had basic action and 2 hit points left, I think, or 2 AI cards. Either way, so just to remedy that, I'm just going to throw 3 Founding Stones. I'll just dock 3 Founding Stones. I had 3 Founding Stones with me in the fight. 2 people brought them with them, and then I got one again on the hunt, which is just crazy. So I'm just going to throw all 3 of those Founding Stones. I'm not going to take whatever resources from hit locations or whatever. I know I probably don't need to do that, but it's the only way I can remedy it in this situation without having to replay it and not leave it up to chance. Just say, yeah, I could have realistically done it. And that's the only way I could have done it, because it would have moved him out of range of lightning. The Gorm would have been farther away. Lightning wouldn't have been able to get near him and kill him with the next 3 hits. So that's the only way I can repair it. Unfortunately, that means I can't redo. I can't show you it being done. That's just it. But that's the mistake from last time. So we still have an absurd amount of Founding Stones. We still have 6 left, even after throwing those 3. So it's not that big of a deal. But that's the only way I can remedy it now. So let's go to the settlement phase. All right, settlement phase. Starting with Gorm Climate again. I explained last time. Just do it at the same time. So here we go. Gorm Climate, and again, I know that the cameras might wobble and stuff like that. I've ordered a new tripod. I'm still just going to keep trying with the farther out camera where all the cards are, and you can actually see when I, display them out on the tab below when I fan through them with all the hit locations and stuff. So I'm still working on getting it to work. So the new tripod should help that. Right now this one's on a flex arm. So here we go. Gorm Climate first, then I'll draw the random settlement event. So here we go. 7. No. Let's see. Yeah, we have Hovel. So the survivors huddle inside as the winds pummel the settlement. +2 to endeavor results to home innovations this lantern year. Okay, I don't know if we're going to be doing any home innovations, but now, again, when I do this, now I put Gorm Climate into this because you can draw it again, and now I'll shuffle the settlement deck. Again, you're supposed to draw a settlement event before you do it. You're supposed to treat Gorm Climate as a story event. Just doing this for time-saving methods. I understand that that's how it's supposed to be done. So, now for the actual settlement event itself. Oops. Again, here we go. How many cards down do we go? 10. Why can't I ever roll like a 2? 10 cards down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th card. Oh. Heat Wave. I don't think this does anything. I mean, I know it. I mean, it does stuff. I don't think I have to roll, and I can't prevent any of this stuff. So, Heat Wave. It is impossibly hot. Any returning survivor with heavy or fur gear. Wait. Any returning survivors with heavy or fur gear have heat stroke and may not depart this lantern year. Okay. Let's see. The Heat Wave prevents science and education endeavors. Okay, that sucks. I was going to plan on doing that. And if you depart with heavy gear in your gear grid, set your survival to 0. Okay, I think only Lightning had heavy gear. Sorry, I'm just looking through it. Looks like only Lightning's going to have heavy gear. Yep, and it doesn't affect her because she has to depart all the time. So that sucks with the Heat Wave. So that really sucks with Heat Wave. Really bad. Yeah, you're probably thinking, well, why does it suck? Because, Lightning gets to depart anyway. She can't not depart. It sucks because I wanted to use Negridu. So that was a science endeavor. So that sucks. That really sucks. So that really sucks. Oh, that really sucks. Man, this sucks. Now, I think it might be worth doing just to try to be able to endeavor normally. All right, we'll see what situation. Man, this really sucks. Heat Wave. This sucks. Not only did we in a bad position for Butcher anyway, but now this is even like doubly bad. So, okay, on to the settlement phase itself. First, we're going to spend 1 endeavor to do drums. So here's drums here. We're going to Bone Beats, select 1. We're going to give Rhythm Chaser Fighting Art to Lightning. So what does Rhythm Chaser do? I had it set aside. So here's Rhythm Chaser. On arrival, you gain +1 evasion token. When you are knocked down, if you don't have an instrument in your gear grid, you remove all your evasion tokens. Rhythm Chaser cannot be used if there is any heavy gear in your grid. So it just means we have to take off the Dormant Twilight Cloak, which is fine. We weren't going to depart with it anyway because of Heat Wave now. Reduced all of her survival to 0. But at least now she'll have an extra evasion. So we're going to give Lightning Rhythm Chaser because we can't have her die or the campaign is over. So Rhythm Chaser. And she must depart. So I can't, not only if she dies we lose, but I can't not depart with her. So that's Rhythm Chaser. Put that back in the fighting deck just in case we have to draw a random fighting art. Shuffle this up. Okay, that's that. Now, let's go with seeing if we can endeavor normally, because I would really like to use Negritu. Yeah, Negritu would be really great. I'd have to get an 8+ to be able to endeavor normally. I don't even know. I mean, I'm having such bad luck. So here's what I want to do. I really, if it wasn't for Heatwave, I would have done Negritu and gotten a dense bone, and then I would have been able to make a greater Gax. Along with we're gonna make the Riot Mace. So along with the Riot Mace, so we're making Riot Mace from the Gormery, which will cost the stuff we saved from last time. So the Riot Mace costs the Pure Bulb, which we got from the Death Blow, so we're spending that from last time. Stout Kidney, which we got this time, so we'll spend the Stout Kidney. The Jiggling Lard, which I'm pretty sure we had from last time as well. Yep, we had a Jiggling Lard and a Dense Bone, both from last time. So we're spending all those in the settlement storage. All right. That will make the Riot Mace. So with the Riot Mace, it's a weapon, it's a club, it's deadly, and when you critically wound, the next time the monster would draw an eye card, it instead perform basic action. It's really good, so we're going to go clubs this time, for sure. That's it, someone's going to have club mastery this time. That's what we're going with. I know I was going daggers and stuff, but looks like we're not going to go dagger. We're going to try to go club right away. Now, here's the other thing is, I know I've always said that I'm going to go fist and tooth. So here's the thing. Because Lightning has Monster Claw style, she's going to get one more Twilight Sword proficiency. That's going to give her mastery, and then I'm going to switch her to fist and tooth, and because she departs all the time, I'll have the mastery within like 8 showdowns. So that should be good. So that's why I don't have someone with fist and tooth, if you were wondering. I'm just going to switch Lightning to fist and tooth once she gets the mastery. Now, normally the mastery causes someone to leave the settlement, which is just it's an oversight. The fact that you could get to level 9 and then switch your mastery away from the Twilight Sword, and then you don't have to worry about them ever leaving. I guess it's for the effect of if you don't look ahead and you have no meta knowledge of that. So, but that's how you would normally avoid it. You would just stop when you're right at the end of the track, right before you reach 8. Is it right? 8 proficiency. It's max. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 8. So once you got to 7, you would just switch masteries when you departed. So you would never have to worry about that. So I'm just going to get to it because the Twilight Sword and the Twilight Knight in training campaign says when you reach the mastery level, you don't depart the settlement, you stay. So that's still good. So we won't be doing that, and we'll switch her to Fist and Tooth after the Butcher, that means. Assuming she gets a proficiency against the Butcher. Right now, she's our best person to deal damage because of the accuracy she has and stuff. Now with the Riot Mace, at least someone else has a chance of doing some kind of damage. I want to get the Greater Gax here because it would do Reach 2, and then I would have a third person. I don't have enough armor. Saving for this Riot Mace and stuff, and I've drawn literally no hide. I keep drawing bones and organs. Like, how I was going to get the Dense Bone was I was going to trade 3 Great Cat Bones, because I didn't draw any organs, or I didn't draw any hide from that stupid thing. I've only been able to make 1 Rawhide set. That's it. Like, and I have no other gear on any other survivor. And even this time, the Jiggling Lord I drew is another organ. Stout Heart's an organ. Stout Heart is an organ. The Meaty Rib is a bone and an organ. And then the basic ones I got was one organ. Again, another regular monster bone, and then another regular monster bone. I got 1 monster hide. Last time I only got 1 monster hide as well. So I'm going to use that to innovate. Because 1 piece of gear isn't gonna change or break the fight, so, or make or break the fight. So it doesn't make a difference because Lightning's the one who's fully geared. We're just really badly armor wise, so I need to burn him down. That's why the Greater Gax would help, because it's Reach 2. way better than trying to attack with the stupid bone daggers or the sword. So Great Rugax, totally need it. With the stupid heat wave, I can't do Negridu, so I can't spend the 3 great cat bones to turn it into a dense bone, which would then allow me to make it. So, this is not good. We're just not good. The other thing is I can't trigger intimacy. I've been trying for the last 4 Lantern years. So that's the other thing I was going to do with the Endeavors, would just try to trigger intimacy, just to even get the event and to get the lifetime rerolls, because I plan on not going to go protect the young. I was going to go survival of the fittest this time. So I would get the lifetime rerolls, which would help in the Butcher fight. But if I can't trigger intimacy and I waste another Endeavor trying to make it so I can even Negridu, it's just bad all around. Heatwave, this was the worst thing to draw right now. So, and then the active thyroid's also an organ, not a hide. Forgot I got that too. Alright. Let's spend one more endeavor to innovate at least. At least with innovation. So what I'm trying to get here with innovation, so we'll spend the organ, a bone, and a hide from basic resources. What I'm trying to get here would be, I don't know, Forbidden Dance would be fine. Symposium is what I really want. But again, Forbidden Dance is also good. What else is in here that I could get that would help me to the Butcher? Song of the Brave would help with the Gorm climate, so that would be also good. But here we go. So innovating now. Scarification and Albedo. What? Just 2 huge wastes. Well, Scarification is just utter garbage. Like, utter garbage for me right now. It doesn't help at all. So I guess I get Albedo. Not like Albedo helps, but at least I move up the Gorm Commiss track. So I'm going to take Albedo. Alright, so we get Albedo. Put Scarification back in there. I have to add the next Gorm thing. Next Gorm consequence, which is, where are you? Is this one Synchronos? Okay, whatever. So at least now, if we do Gorm Commist, we roll 3d10. Still not enough to get Gormite, but that's the plan too. Black Sword for this campaign is also the plan. Rolling 3 now makes Wisdom Potion more likely. Steadfast Potion might help against the Butcher, but this is just so bad. This is just really bad. I can't. These are some of the worst innovation draws I've ever started a campaign with. Okay, so I have 2 Endeavors left. Do I just try to trigger Intimacy and not worry about this stupid heat wave? Or Augury. I should be able to trigger. I mean, triggering Intimacy is the same thing as me being able to Endeavor from Heatwave. They're both going to be. Well, you know what? I'm just going to do this because. So with Define Fluid, it's a 50% chance I get nothing, but if I do get it, it's 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. At least Lightning would boost herself up by being able to wear the Dormant Twilight Cloak. At least that would help the situation of fighting the Butcher, which I don't think is going to go well, but at least that will help the situation. At least Lightning will be better off than me, because triggering Intimacy through the Organ Grinder is just going to be an 8+. This is the same as me finding and being able to do Negridu. So, pretty much I have to get it now. I have to do it now with Heatwave here. I have to get, so I can still do Negridu. because it would cost me an endeavor to be able to do it, to be able to transmute it. And even that's not, at least that's a 70% chance, but... Alright, here we go. Spending an endeavor. If I don't get it now, then I'll try for intimacy. So, trying for Heat Wave. Here we go. Trying for Heat Wave. I got it. Okay, so an A+. Your supplement finds enough fluid to deal with the heat. You may endeavor normally. Okay, which... Oh. Okay, now I spend another endeavor to go to Negredo here. And now, what I'm trying to do is a 3+. You spend 3 bone to gain 1 dense bone. And that would give me the Greater Gax, which would at least help me against the stupid Butcher. Here we go. I just need a 3+. Another 10. Wow. That's... I mean, there were 50... It was a 50% chance and a 70% chance. No, it was a 20 and a 70. But still, I feel amazingly lucky right now. Amazingly lucky. So, yeah, that was a huge gamble. I'll add that to the luck total. I know I was keeping the luck total, right? But, look, finding like 6 or 7 founding stones, that's really lucky as well, right? But it's not something like I put any risk into me doing, right? It's not like something, if I would have gotten something else, it's not like it's not like a big deal. So, let me write the great, so we're changing in 3 great cap, or we'll keep 1 great calf bone. And I'll trade in one of these regular monster bones. No, I'll trade in the meaty rib too. Who cares? It's a bone and an organ. So I'll trade in the meaty rib. I'll keep 2 great cat bones. So we spend 1 of the great cat bones and then the regular monster bone and the meaty rib to get a dense bone, and then we instantly use the dense bone and the jiggling lard to make the Greater Gax, which is awesome because it's heavy. Well, it doesn't matter. If I wouldn't have landed with the Heat Wave, I couldn't have made it anyway. But in order to even depart with it, yeah, it wouldn't matter. If Heat Wave wasn't in the equation, heavy doesn't make a difference. But Greater Gax is great. Reach 2. Like I said, I can't make gear. I don't have any hide, and the only thing I don't like about the the Gorm stuff, the Gorm armor, is it like requires certain things. Like, you know, like for the white lion, for instance, like you just need the white fur, and then just, you know, it doesn't like require each thing require like a certain thing. Like so for the Gorm, like it's a stout hide and the handed skull, and then it's a stout hide and the dense bone. Then it's 3 stout hide for the Gorman suit and a stout kidney. Then another stout hide. Like, so one of them is just a regular monster bone, and then the other one is the stomach lining and jiggling lard. Like with the rawhide stuff and the antelope stuff and the lion stuff, it's usually you just need the specific one thing, and then you can make the it's the weapons that normally become like variable resources. But either way, doesn't matter. I made the Greater Gax. I made the Riot Mace. We'll spend 1 of these stout hearts to make another monster grease. Whatever, I'll make 4 monster grease, or 2 more to have 4. Now I have 4 monster grease, so making 2 more monster grease with those stout hearts. We've wasted everything. We've put as much as we can into this. We're gonna try to beat Butcher now. Man, that was awesome. It's actually not bad because now I feel better now that maybe I'll be able to. I'm in the best position I could now, at least, to fight the Butcher. When I drew Heat Wave, man, I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that was bad. I thought that was going to be the end of the campaign when I saw Heat Wave. But at least now I don't feel as bad about getting Albedo as an invitation, because I think I could beat the Butcher now, at least with the Riot Mace and the Greater Gax. I think I might be able to burn him down. So, or at least burn him down before lightning dies. I think we're still going to lose some people, but whew, that's awesome. So much happier. So we have the active thyroid. That's what we have left. So strange resource, active thyroid. Building up our strange resources. At my terrible draw rate, we'll just get all the Gorm Innovations just normally innovating. But okay, I feel a lot better about that. Dealing with the stupid, wow, that was intense. That was intense. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully everything goes well for the butcher, and I'll see you next lantern year.